see Matt Ryan and Tom Brady. The two combined for 1,400 pass yards, 11 touchdowns, and just 1 interception as Tampa swept the series against Atlanta a year ago. It's the Falcons and Buccaneers next.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon going the long side, Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Falcons in this matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55, Charles, it's Tom Brady.
After 2 decades in New England, a change of scenery, and another tremendous season culminating with a Super Bowl title. 40 touchdown pass in the regular season, and most since his record-shattering 50-touchdown season of 2007 in New England. He did have minor knee surgery in the offseason, but he said he's sticking with his plan to play beyond the age of 45, which is still 2 years from now. Look out, NFL. Tom Brady still wants to win.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week. 12 carries, 88 yards, and a touchdown.
As a good start to the season, they got the win, and they were able to establish a good running game. Nothing that just blew people away, but a nice solid base to get things started, and they expect that to get tuned up and get better as the season moves on.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Brady going to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
And the Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Staying on his feet. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
This is our time. Our time.
Ryan. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. 3rd down here. Ryan. And that is incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Here's Brady to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
They begin with a run by Davis.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And that's a good substantial run there from Mike Davis. And how about his career resurgence? Because he's bounced around a bit in the NFL. From San Francisco to Seattle to Chicago to Carolina. And now here with the Atlanta Falcons. Always dependable, Mike Davis.
On the run, it's Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Ryan.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan.
And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
Back now comes Tampa Bay.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And there's so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Fournette, a first down carry. Fournette fighting through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. A gain of 6 there on first. On second down, here's Fournette. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Brady now to throw. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
This defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Got him in. It's Brown. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And Suckup will put this one right through, and the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first point. It's a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Now we'll again see Calvin Ridley in the Falcon offense.
They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game, and able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. From the 31, Ryan.
A very quick pass to Ridley.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ryan going to give this to Davis.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
You call plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now Ryan.
He dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little game. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Mike Davis, such a revelation for the Panthers last year, subbing for the injured Christian McCaffrey much of the season. Did a nice job running the ball, but wound up with 59 catches, easily a career high, and the 4th most by a running back in the NFL.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, so far, just the single catch. From the 29, Brady. Over the middle to Evans.
Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa.
A handoff, Fournette running left. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk, complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. player spotlight time, and we focus that spotlight on the quarterback, Matt Ryan. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game, so maybe again.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick.
And I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance traveled or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it, but he sure made it look easy there.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And not much, maybe a yard down to the 23.
Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll try the right side here with Davis. And he stopped immediately there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And all the way down inside the 5 of the 4. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan to throw. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. On play action, now Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette.
And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. Brady to throw again. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Right there, 54, right there.
To throw again on second down. Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady again. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. He'll check this one off to Fournette. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Brady. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Rolled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Williams now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Matt Ryan and the Falcon offense set to get going again. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. But guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
As they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Here's Davis to run again on second. Pushing through the contact. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? You got to try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. A first down carry for Davis. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Davis. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
And anytime we see Devin White making a play like that, the first thing we think of is his speed. The second, his versatility. The only player in the NFL in 2020 with 100 tackles and 9 sacks.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Last week they got a good victory over the Dallas Cowboys, and they are in the driver's seat here right now as well. Brady now on first down. Open man, Gronkowski complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. To throw is Brady. He's got Gronkowski yet again. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Brady on target to Gronk. First down Buccaneers. A handoff to Fournette. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Brady going to throw. Open man left side is Gronkowski. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
Brady now on first down. There's Evans again, complete. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's a give to Fournette. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Again, it's Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So good Good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
2nd and 6.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point up and good by Succa. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard.
Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons draw a bit closer.
And plays like this, that's exactly why you take a Kyle Pitts with a 4th overall pick. So exciting with the ball in his hands, and he showed it off there.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at their own 23.
And he'll begin with a give to Fournette to start the drive.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Fournette running out of the gun. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Airing this one out for Evans. That's to Evans, and what a nice catch that is. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating, but his message there, keep waiting.
And you think on 3rd down and just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air.
Extra point try now for Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Ryan. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still 3rd and 12 now. From the shotgun, Ryan trying to lay one up deep, and that would be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Well, time to get another look at this Buccaneer offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Evans. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now Fournette. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this will be caught by Brown. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
63 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
This is caught.
And the Bucs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Play action. Now it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady.
And the Buccaneers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. He's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Extra point put through by Saka. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan.
He'll drop this off for Davis.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now it's Ryan.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Ryan on target to Pitts. First down, Falcons.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Ryan to throw.
Right back to Pitts again.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Now it's Ryan. A dump off for Davis. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Throw again.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Ryan. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. Then it's 2nd down. Now Ryan.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Again, Ryan.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Here we go. It's Ryan on 4th down. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now Ryan.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Jamel Dean right there on the coverage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he will find Ridley on the left side. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Tampa Bay, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0.